feeding the cows apples. Here you go, buddy.
I don't need it.
You don't need one, huh?
Mm.
Toss them over. Toss them that one.
Hey guys!
Boy, they like you guys. Hello and welcome to Your Family Farmer. I am Kurt and this is the family farm. My wife and I, along with our 2 young boys, are in the process of purchasing this farm from my parents who have farmed it since 1987. We will become the 4th generation to farm on this land. I would like to thank my parents for giving us this opportunity to be able to purchase this farm, and we plan to move on it sometime in 2024. It has been a dairy farm since 1908 up until a few years ago when my parents decided to sell the cows. Now, my wife and our 2 boys, we are trying to undertake the task of turning it into more of a beef cattle operation along with crops. This is a 175 acre certified organic farm. We intend to raise beef cattle, corn, and hay, doing this in a regenerative farming manner. One thing I really do want to say is I really do want to thank my mom and my dad for being able to let my wife and I and our 2 kids move on to this farm. Not everybody gets the opportunity to farm, even if they want to. I understand that. I was lucky enough to grow up on a farm and lucky enough to have parents who want to keep it in the family. Because if they wanted to, they could sell this to the highest bidder, and I could not afford it, and I would not be farming today. So, like I said, thanks Mom and Dad for giving Amber and I the opportunity to take over and to get this amazing chance to do what I really love and to get Amber into farming a little more, I guess. So thank you. One of the hardest things to do as a new farmer is machinery. Where do you find it? How expensive is it? Can you maintain it yourself? Luckily for us, we are also purchasing most of the equipment that my parents have owned over the last 30 years. None of it's new, none of it's shiny, none of it's fancy, but it is fairly reliable and gets the job done. As you can see, nothing is new, nothing is very big, but as a new up-and-coming farmer, this is just about all we can afford and more. It's good equipment. Most of it's built in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Just to give you an idea of what we're working with, this is our skid loader. It does everything we need to do it on the farm and more. Saves a ton of work. It's nothing new. It's not a Kubota, not a Bobcat, but it runs, drives, and does what we ask it to do. Here's a little more of our other equipment, mostly Fords. This is probably our newest piece of equipment. This I purchased probably 2 years ago now from a neighbor. New Holland disc spine. Good machine, little machine, but when you only have 175 acres, it's more than enough. Right here, this is our biggest tractor, horsepower-wise and size-wise. Very good running, 8,000 plus hours. Does all the heavy chores we ask it. And over here, this is actually my first tractor that I've ever purchased. Mid-size to small size, a Ford. Runs and drives great. Kids love it, especially my little boy Luke. And right up here is our baling tractor, along with our hay baler. Massey Ferguson, the Viburnum baler. You'll see that in action more as we go. We hope to be as relatable as possible to the average Joe, somebody who obviously can't afford $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 pieces of equipment. We are trying our best to do and use what we have. When most people think of a farmer, they think of somebody driving that $400,000 combine to and from the fields for harvest. That's not us. We're small, we're unique, we're kind of a niche, being regenerative and organic. We hope to be as relatable as possible to all of my viewers. It's going to be a tough task for my wife and I, as we both have outside jobs and we're raising a very young family. We got a 2.5-year-old and we got a 1-year-old. So it'll be very interesting for us to be able to, especially me, get off of work, come home, farm 175 acres, have cattle, have crops, be able to get that all in a timely manner and efficient, all while raising a family as well. It's going to be tough, but we're down for it. In our videos, our boys will be very involved in what we do. You'll see them up on the tractors, with us, without us, bopping around, feeding the cows, doing anything a little boys do. We hope that you will come along with us and enjoy everything as we learn and we grow. We do not know everything that we're getting ourselves into, especially my wife, who has not ever lived on a farm in her entire life. In fact, she is a little bit still scared of the cows. One thing that I have learned already early in this process of taking over this farm is you gotta wanna work. You gotta get up, you gotta do it, you gotta get it done, you gotta try to balance the wife, the kids, everything. And we live 20 miles away from here. It makes it that much more difficult. We're extremely excited to be able to move on to this farm and get going and be there every day, be involved, be the decision makers, be the ones running it. But it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot to change these things that we want to do on this farm, whether it's adding cattle, fixing fence, going into a more of a regenerative, building up the soil, taking care of the soil style of farming. We also will be trying to raise our own beef, selling our beef organically. There's so much that we have yet to learn and will learn. But one thing I really have understood is we have to be willing to learn and we have to work hard for it. We hope all you little ones will enjoy our channel as well. We got 2 little boys, like I had mentioned. They will be very involved. They'll get up on the tractor, they'll help out feeding the cows. They'll get muddy, they'll get dirty, they'll get crabby. They'll be exhausted, but they'll be off the TV, be off the computer, be off the iPad, and they'll be doing what little boys should be doing, playing around on the farm. They're also a little bit of pain in the butt. And right here is my dad's mobile lawnmower. He just moves them around every day, spot to spot, cleaning the grass. That way you don't have to get in there and use any equipment when you don't need to. Is that right, buddy? And here is another one of our very important pieces of equipment. As you can see, we don't have the big stuff. Once again, this is what we got. You too could have this. It is not very expensive. It's expensive for us, but in the grand scheme of things, it is a deal, especially for what it can do. It can do anything the new ones do. We're inside of the pole barn. This will be a very important building for our farm, as we will be storing hay, not only to be fed in the winter time, but also to be sold to make some revenue. Our cattle will also be living in here, mostly in the winter time. This is where they will take shelter from 20, 30, 40 below temperatures, along with 30, 40 mile an hour winds coming out of the northwest. It gets very, very cold down here, so they need a shelter and a little bit of a windbreak. If you guys think we know exactly what we're doing, we're wrong. This is all learning. This will be learning for me and my wife. I know more than my wife at this point, but she is excited to learn this. We got a ton to learn. We've never done this full time. It's gonna be a big challenge. Oh, here comes some of our cattle, Black Angus. Must be getting thirsty, coming in from pasture. They only probably have another month or so on pasture before the first snow starts flying. And then the first winds start coming, they will no longer be on pasture. We plan on adding to our herd, Amber and I, this spring. We'll probably be adding anywhere from 5 to 10 more cattle. Maybe going with some Red Angus this time. Going up to the water right here, actually. I'm building a fence currently, changing it up, a little cattle corral. Trying to get these cows in a corral. Sometimes very challenging and they'll run through anything. So this is actually right here, if you take a look at it. This is sucker rod and oil piping. This actually comes from the oil fields of North Dakota. People haul that stuff down here, cut it, weld it, makes for, you know, 400 or 500 pound gates. Perfect for cattle. Much better than this part of the gate that's going to be replaced here today. We'll get some shots of that. Not much there. When they want to, they'll go right through it, electricity or not. This stuff, the idea is hopefully they can't move it. I'm sure they'll test it, but we'll see. Look who came up to us. Curious, what's the camera for? Hey buddy. Here they are gathered around the water cooler. Alright, we have some work to do. We gotta get up on the tractor, move some of these panels around, install them. They could go all the way. And then we'll cut them off here at a gate. Like I said, these hopefully will help out with the problems that we've been having of these cows breaking out all the time looking for more food. So here we go. Let's get it set up. Kids will be here shortly. First thing we got to do today is pull these old posts out, much to the chagrin of my dad. We got a couple of these pulled out now. We got room for the next 16-foot gate here. And we'll just keep going on down the line. Boy, Cooper, come here. This is our family dog, Cooper. Right, buddy? Good cattle dog, good enough anyway, right, buddy? Right? Acts tough, but he's a gentle giant, right, buddy? Right, bud? Come on, get out of here. You open up a spot in the fence. It's like a magnet. Come on, find something else to do. You just can't resist green weeds, I guess.
Hey boys.
He was feeding the cow.
Yeah, where's 24? I like him.
Huh?
Oh, he took it right out of my hand.
Oh, that's 24. Hey buddy, want another one? Blah.
He likes them.
He does like them. Ah! That's going to get washed.
Pet him.
Yeah, good job, Luke.
Well, everybody's here now. All the cousins.
Gotta fool him. Ew.
You pet him again, Luke?
Hey guys. Yeah, he did it. Hey,
Oh, come on. First person to have a cow take it out of their hand wins.
Me. Nora, go to that one.
Oh, Nora's the winner.
The whole hand.
Almost took your hand off.
Did he lick your hand? Do you need help with your hair?
Yeah. Can put.
You have to go back in.
Hey guys.
Lined up for the buffet.
What is that? What is that, Mom?
That's a dirt pile. Give the cow your apple.
No.
How about the other one? Nice. Didn't even get it over.
You want one?
Hey, guys.
Hey, do you like that apple?
You're a bully.
You're the bully.
He just really wants the apple. 24.
You guys are eating the apples. You're supposed to feed the apples. Thank you for watching our first episode of Your Family Farmer. Please be on the lookout for our next episode as we have so much more to do. If you liked our first episode, please hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you later.